All right, next I'm going to be working on forming the head and getting that attached to my upper body. Okay, so I'm going to take the clay that I had removed prior to shaping this portion, and I'm going to shape this just moving it back and forth between my hands, hitting out some of those angles. Again, very much like we worked out the clay for making our pinch pots. Okay, so I'm just gonna stop and kind of measure it here against my body. It's maybe a little on the small side in comparison to how large my shoulders are. I'm not looking for anything anatomically correct from you guys, so you might be okay with that if you get to this point and realize, oh, the size doesn't really match up. That's fine. Always feel free to add some more clay or take away a little bit of clay if it's too large. Do what you need to do in order to get the size and shape and proportion that you want, okay? So, again, just smoothing out those little wrinkles, pulling everything together. Okay, and then just getting the shape that I want. I want something a little more oval shape. I don't want anything perfectly round for my face. First of all, my face isn't perfectly round. And second of all, kind of the style I'm going for pushes my cheeks out a little bit and gives me a little bit more room on the top of my head to support the faces of my kids that I'll be building on top of it. So something a little bit more like that is about what I'm going for, okay? So now I need to connect this, and we know how to connect two pieces of clay together, scoring and slipping. I do want to give myself a little bit of a neck though, so I'm going to roll out a coil, or I'll actually show you an easier way to make a long roll or coil or just length of clay that's pretty even. Since we're going to be hollowing this portion out anyway, I'm going to take my loop tool that I demoed for you guys, and I already did it once here, and I'm just going to push my loop tool into that clay and pull it down and cut the end out. Okay, so that gives me something pretty even here. No need to even roll it on the tabletop or in my hands because I'm just going to use this as it is to start building with, all right? So you can use a couple different tools to score. First of all, you should have your serrated / smooth metal rib that you made from maybe an old gift card or something of the sort. You can also use a little toothpick or any other pointed object that you might have on hand. So I'm just going to mark out where I want my neck to go. Give it a good score mark all the way around. Okay, same with my little coil here. And add some slip. Make sure you press that coil on really well. You should see a little bit of that slip squeezing out. I'm not being too careful about what things look like as I'm adding these different pieces of clay and bringing them all together because I know that once this dries a little bit, I'll be able to go back and refine it. Okay, so don't get too caught up in the details just yet. Just make sure everything is well connected, pushed together. I'm going to use my spoon to go in and pull that seam together. Make sure it's a nice strong connection inside and outside. Okay, and then you can do a little bit of smoothing with your fingers just to clean it up. Okay, and that should give me enough of a neck to then set my head on top of. So same thing, scoring and slipping. This time I'll use my serrated rib. Give it some good slip action there. And then give it that good pressure. Make sure that coil gets attached all the way around, connecting to the head. Okay, and then I can pull that clay up and work over that seam. Okay, so I'm off to a good start. There's still a ways to go on this, but feel free if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask.